Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're doing well. So, I'm still crocheting this blanket. It's going to take a while. I mean, it's a full blanket, so. Um, but today, I wanted to talk about a specific topic. No one cares about the blanket. No one cares about the blanket but me. That's just a crocheter's life, though. But we need to talk about Ariana's weight in a very serious way because it's getting insane, the discourse. It's always just like, don't comment on her body, do not reply, or it's like, girl, eat a burger. And I feel like neither side is like really helping anything. Like, I think, I don't know, addressing it, I don't. I don't know exactly if it's the best thing, but it needs to be addressed. Like, I feel like some of y'all want to have like these, you know, y'all are so afraid of like being offensive or something that you literally will watch someone die rather than just like have a serious conversation. And I think that's the really deep rooted issue with this is that whether you agree like about the weight or not or whatever, like at the end of the day, we're talking about someone's life and they're to a weight where it could be detrimental to their health. Because we can talk about like skinny and fat and sure it's like, okay, like just because you're skinny doesn't necessarily mean you're healthy. Just because you're fat doesn't mean you're necessarily like on the verge of death. But like when we see like these crazy weights, think like my 600-pound life or Eugenia Cooney, it's like maybe there should be some intervention involved. Like maybe like we've seen Ariana at different weights. And you can just tell by literally looking at her. Sometimes you can see it. Sometimes you can literally see when someone's withering away before you. Like, it's not rocket science. It's just the truth. And it's just really sad because, um, like, people think, like, just because you have concern means that, um, I don't know, it's just free reign to comment on her body. It's like, no, like, I grew up on Ariana. I love Ariana. And I just listened to Pedal last night. It was really good. It was really freaking amazing. But I can't help but like whenever I see her on tour now and like whenever I see all these things, it's just like, how is no one intervening in her life? Like, she's super close with her family. Like, she has all these people on tour. She's like dating that one guy, Ricky, again, the like a past dancer. And she's just like, with peace and love, a pile of bones, and no one's gonna say anything. And again, it's in a constructive way. It's not meant to. It's meant to actually bring help. Like, obviously, people saying like "girl, eat a burger." It's like, okay, like shut the fuck up. But like, I don't. I don't want my girl to go out like that. Like, I really. If you've ever had like an eating disorder, like it sucks. It sucks. And honestly, it could even just be like maybe she was eating really healthy and then she started training for tour and she never increased her calories. So like she just ended up losing like a ton right away. But even when she was on Wicked, like she was super thin. But I don't think it got to this concerning level as it is now. And it's not even like people were talking about her back and her thorax. It's literally everything. It's like her arms, it's her legs. Like there's she's she's dying. And it's really hard to freaking see. And like everyone's going through things. Like, talk about yes and, like, everyone's going through things. Um, I don't know. It's really frustrating because it's like we can't have honest conversations about that because people think it's hate. And I understand the people talking about like, oh, like don't comment on her body because it's like she's already addressed this or whatnot. Well, maybe it got way fucking worse with Peace and Love. Like it looks horrible. And I understand why people don't want to talk about it, but like again, you would rather, out of the hopes of not being offensive, avoid this conversation rather than address it and have the hard conversation for something that could really heavily impact her life. She could lose her life. And it's like, I don't know. I honestly, so I'm losing weight right now. And I definitely understand the addiction to lower calorie things. Like, it feels good when you're losing weight and it kind of feels euphoric, like getting that weight off. Like, I understand it's an addiction, but it's like, at what point do we get out of that state of mind? Like, obviously, with me, like, I'm gonna wait until I get to my goal weight and then I'll like switch things around. That's not always gonna be the easiest thing, but I would rather undereat than overeat. Um, and again, not it's not fully undereating; it's just like a calorie deficit. But I don't know what Ariana's doing. It's detrimental to her health, and it's just the truth. Like, we cannot comment on bodies, but we can also just see when things are just not right. Like, when you watch an episode of 600 Pound Life, do you think like they're okay? Like, there's no way you can watch that and think that they're okay. I think she's still loving singing. I think she's still doing great. But the reality of the situation is that's not going to last forever. And until something changes, like, it's going to get worse. And it has gotten worse. Like, the more she was touring, she was getting even skinnier. Like, I don't know. And people were bringing up things like, kind of, how Eugenia, like, people say that she's like body checking and stuff. Like, they were bringing up kind of things that Ariana was posting that they're like, oh, this is definitely giving like ED Twitter, the eating disorder Twitter, which, like, she had taken a picture of like her like sitting in a guitar case and like she was like super small in the guitar case. Like, people who have eating disorders are obsessed with like being small and tiny and like um again just like withering away. Um but I guess here's the thing. I know me saying all that, it's really harsh. And I love Ariana. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I hate her or something. I literally, like, it's out of love. Um but it's just the harsh truth. And I think no matter what, the best thing you absolutely can do is send love her way. Like, I know there's like the discourse and whatnot, and definitely I'm putting my foot in it, but it's just to send love her way because I think giving attention to it also, it can be kind of worsen things. So it's kind of just like, I don't know, it's like this really weird double-edged sword where it's like it could get worse if you talk about it, or it could get worse if you don't talk about it. So it's like, I don't know, ultimately it's her decision at the end of the day. Like, everyone's gonna bring their concerns and people want to support her and whatnot. Um But it ultimately is her decision at the end of the day, which, that's kind of life. I mean, like, think like if you had someone who was addicted to drugs and they're like the love of your life, like they have to make that change for themselves rather than you having an influence on that. And it could be a thing where people in her life they are really talking about things with her and like trying to get her help and like trying to figure things out. Um I don't know. I think they might fall in the camp where they're not saying anything because you think something would be said, but I don't think anyone's really said anything. And that's why so many people are making videos. Is it's just like, can we mention this? Can we just talk about it? Because it's very upsetting to see. I mean, so many of us have grown up with Ariana Grande and like we love and we stand. But certain self destructive behaviors are like detrimental. So like in Thank You Next, like just from a lot of the songs, like you can tell like she was in like a very self destructive era. But you never know. I mean, from what we know, it was like drinking, sex, and like just really not giving a fuck. However, like actually having like something self destructive that could end your life, that's just so different. And obviously, like maybe not sex, but like alcohol and drugs definitely can also ruin your life. But like um just something so plain to see that a lot of people don't come back from, by the way. That's again just a harsh reality. A lot of people, like even when they gain weight, their body can't handle it and they die from it. um it's just the honest truth. I guess I don't know why people don't talk about that more. That literally so many people who are famous and like in the industry, they just constantly do drugs and people die every day from that. Like, and it's bad. It's literally so bad. I mean, anorexia is obviously bad too, but so many people OD. And again, another harsh reality. So I don't know. I guess I have mixed feelings. Like even after saying everything, I'm just like, okay, well, I get why people say stuff. I get why people don't say stuff. Ultimately, we want what's best for Ariana, and that's the truth as well. And that's the honest, good truth. Is that at the end of the day, we all just want what's best for Ariana. I think maybe a lot of people don't necessarily want that, but I know at least I do. I know everyone, uh, a lot of people who are just having the discourse, I think it's just fans. So I do think one of the best things we could do is just like, just send her love. So I guess I can even send a message real quick. So Ari, I love Petal. I think you're killing it. And I just hope you're happy and well. I know life can be really hard sometimes, and we find these vices that are can be incredibly destructive. I mean, listen, we've all been there. We've all been there. Um, and I think even oh my gosh, her thank you next era, I am like obsessed with right now. Like, because I'm in a self destructive era too, and I think it's hard too whenever like some things you wear on your sleeve and some things are very hidden. So like a lot of my things like they don't show through the surface, so like they don't get talked about as much. Um but I know it's harder whenever things that you're struggling with are like out in the open and everyone sees it and everyone has something to say about it. But ultimately, I mean, people just want what's best for her, and it gets to a point where you have to say something, and like they just want you to be okay. And I don't want to fall into this hate train. Like I literally like love Ariana so much. Um, I've listened to all your albums on repeat for literally ever. And I just want my girl to be okay and know that there's love, and I don't know, like I think there's instances where like it's really like maybe we shouldn't say things because we don't know the full story. Like I really don't know like the full story with like the whole Ethan Slater thing. It's just like some things are just hearsay and other things it's like we don't know the full thing. So it's like maybe just buzz off, and she doesn't have to be the one to address it. That's her personal life. And no matter what, I think from what angle you can pull from it, I definitely know Ethan's the problem. You can definitely gather that. Oh my gosh. But like as far as Ariana, like we just don't know for sure. However, the difference between this and that is that it's just so out there. It's so visible and it's so clear to see what's going on. Especially because being in the spotlight, we've seen her. I didn't want to say anything during Wicked because I was like, oh, like, I don't know. I mean, she's like, like you kind of see something, but it's like, she's naturally like pretty thin. Like, I think that's just kind of like, you know, her framework for her body. Um, but this era is just, no, absolutely not. And again, it's this weird thing where it's like it should be addressed, it shouldn't be addressed. No one really knows how to deal with it. Overall, we just love you, Ariana, and we just want to make sure you're okay. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, what do you think? I don't know. Um, go send her some love today. Maybe I'll leave a comment on one of her things, just like love you, girl, love the album. Because out of everything, I think that's probably what she needs to hear the most. All right. I hope y'all have an awesome, amazing day. Bye.